What's going on, guys? How are you doing? This is Shocks and this is ShocksCapital FX. Welcome back to the channel, and if you are new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video from this channel. Today we want to talk about how you should trade broken order blocks, how you should trade failed order blocks. So number one, we want it's not okay, let me get this clear. It's not every failed order block that you ought to trade. I want to teach you to trade a certain type of failed order blocks. So I'll first explain how they look like, or how they should look like on this whiteboard. Then we'll go on the charts and explain how you should be trading them. So let's say this is the OB. So price is moving away like this, right? Let's use a different color. Let's say price is moving away, right? Then when it's moving back, you are expecting price to bounce off what? To bounce off here like that. But price doesn't do that. Let's say it breaks the OB, and we have another bullish order block right below the order block that has been taken out, right? So when price is now retesting, you are expecting this order block to be taken out again and price to retest this one, this blue OB. So this is the schematic, or this is the type of pattern that I want you to be following, or that I want you to be categorizing as failed order blocks. So if you see an order block like this and it behaves the same way like this with this order block at this point in area, you ought to be trading that order block. So let's go to charts and kindly explain what I'm talking about. So number one, let's zoom out so that you can see clearly. We have this OB that was supposed to be retested here, and price was supposed to go up like that, right? This is the order block, but see what price did. Price breaks that order block by leaving another OB at that particular point because of this aggressive move, right? So when price comes back, it's not retesting this OB that has been taken out, but it's retesting the OB that has been created by price breaking the original OB. So let's say, for example, we have one OB1. So let's call this OB1, right? Let's call this OB1, and let's call the white one OB what? OB2, right? So this being OB2, and explain again what we are talking about. So OB1 was a result of a bullish move, right? Which means we were expecting another bullish move upon retest of order block 1, but price broke order block 1, as you can see here, and retested order block 2 that was formed as a result of break of 1. You understand? So after this forms, price is going to retest order block 2 and go again. But in retesting order block 2, since 1 and 2 are that close, it would seem like price is retesting order block 1, but in essence it's retesting order block 2. This will then help us in identifying or in making a decision of where to put our stop loss, right? So our stop loss is going to be based on order block 2 and not order block 1. That's why we do that. So that's how we'll be explaining all this going forward. All right, so number one, we have this order block. It was formed by result of what? Of this move down that broke out these OBs, these structures. Structure number one, structure number two, right? So we're expecting price to drop from this order block, but look what happened. Price did take out that order block and left this red order block right here. So now we are expecting price to retest order block 2, which is this one. Order block 2, which is this one, not the first order block. So when price does retest order block 2, in the novice traders would interpret it as retest of order block 1, which is the breaker, but I want you to be using order block 2 for your retest and price goes up. Then number here we have another OB that you can see here. We have another OB, this one, You see this OB, price was supposed to bounce up at this point. Okay, let me mark it so that everyone can see. Let's not confuse anyone here. So this is the OB I'm talking about. This is the order block, right? So price is supposed to go up again, to go up here, but price breaks. When price breaks this OB, we are left with another order block, and you understand why we are marking this as an order block, and price retests as we would want, right? So that's what we are doing. And every order block that has been broken, you can see this OB, right? We have that order block. It was supposed to go up, but then price just did not retest or did not respect that order block. It goes down. Then we mark what? We mark this order block as our new OB, and we would trade the retest of the new order block. So that's how we are looking at it, and how this is how we are trading it. So let's go to other examples and see how we are doing it. So number one, we also have this OB. You see this order block, it's been taken out here. So instead of trading this OB, we should have marked this and trade that as our OB, but unfortunately price did not hit that second order block, meaning on all the order blocks that we are going to draw, not all of them are going to hold. Some of them are not going to hold, and that's okay, right? So we have this price, right, with this OB that was supposed to hold price to go bullish at this point. Then it was taken out here. Then by the virtue of it being taken out, we are left with this one, with this white OB, which then price are respected as we went down. So these are the examples of order blocks which you ought to be trading. So this OB taken out, and price did respect this big red order block and go up like that. So that's what we are looking for, and this is how we should be trading the failed order blocks. You see, now we are marking the second order blocks like this. The first one taken out here, taken out, right? When it's taken out, instead of retesting the OB, it's retesting the OB just above it, and we are taking our trades like that. So if you mark out your charts like that, you are not going to be having any problems. So here, this is a failed OB, but with our strategy, with the strategy I'm introducing to you, it also failed. Why? Because we are having this OB, price breaks out, and we're supposed to take our trade here to go up, but then it failed. So we will also find trades that will fail after doing everything right. So we are having this OB break, and we are marking the order blocks that are responsible for the break, and this is the one, and we are going down. So guys, let me know if you are getting this in the comment section below. Let me know if I'm confusing you, or let me know if you are confused. So if you are confused, I have an advice, a little advice I can give you. Just to watch this video over and over again. Maybe you have to go back to the first schematic we did on the whiteboard. That is the one you need to be concentrating on and watch. So break of the OB here, and which order blocks are we marking? We're supposed to mark this order block, and it produced this move here, and we would have treated it as a successful OB, because we would have gone break even, and our waste would have been a break even trade. So this was supposed to go bullish, right? So it broke. After it broke, we had a very clear OB in this one. So if you are marking, you can just be marking the second order block, but you will know the narrative behind that OB. So that's what you are doing, and this is a sell. You go down like that, and that's it for you. So if you mark out this again, this is supposed to be a buy from this area, but then it broke. After it broke, it produced another OB, which is this one, which is the one that you are supposed to be trading away from. So this is the what, this is the OB that was supposed to hold for sell, but then it produced a buy move and it left this order block behind that we are now using. So you are just going to be using that in treating your failed order blocks and trading like that. So if you find here, if you look at this point, you will find many of those order blocks that look like this. For example, you will find this order block failing to hold and getting broken, and you would look for this order block as your follow-up OB or your second order block to trade, right? Then you would look at this being what, being your OB, right? And you would look at this as your follow-up order block again. So that's what we are doing, and this is the OB, and it's holding price while after this had failed, after all these have failed. So that's what you are doing, and how this is how you should be trading the failed order blocks. Look at this OB. It was an uptrend from here. This was an uptrend, and it was supposed to hold for a buy here, but it was taken out. After it was taken out, you are waiting for this order block at the top there. So that's the OB you are now trading instead of this that would have failed. So guys, this is how I treat my failed order blocks, and this is how you can also treat your failed order blocks as you trade. And thank you guys. I'm out. I'm Shocks Trade. What you see, this